And good evening everyone who is watching the stream already, arrives on air. We don't have lots of time tonight, so let's just play a little bit. Let's just play it fast, play a little bit of DayZ. Cheers, by the way, an energy drink. So the day's been sorta kinda quiet after yesterday when I had to go to bed at like well 11 a.m. So okay, and now we gotta find a bot. Probably first would be better to have a fire, but then we are not going to be able to find the bot like right away, so we'll have to start another fire anyway. Let's check the cost. Bot spawn here. The bot spawn around the port city. On the way, well, port. Oh. Okay. That's signs of people right there. Nice find. I'm going to take their DTA. Killating agent. So, like, only 3 crates. Okay. Nothing really that big. Well, I mean, it's the cost. You can hide things between rocks, of course, but people use the cost to move around. Okay. Everything seems to be working fine. I checked it. OBS is OBSing, DayZ is DayZ, Twitch is twitching, YouTube is YouTubing. We are running, looking for a bot. Going to be nighttime. So I just wanted, I have gasoline on me, so if I find the bot, that would be just an opportunity for some journeys, and because we don't really have lots of time, some bot hunting, some container hunting, probably that's something, that would be something to do. Let's see. Kinda looking for the bot on this side because it's easier to start container hunting on this side. They spawn on the opposite side of the island to the opposite shore, but here's one. Is it mine? I left one yesterday here, but I don't think it's mine. Where is it? Let's see. I destroyed mine. Yeah, that's another one. Aren't we lucky? Found it right away. So we have gasoline. I have actually 3 bottles of gasoline. That's enough. Let's do some traveling around here. We kind of want to start with that island. I'm not going to Shantar. I'm not going to the ship. I'm going to look for some containers. Shantar, it's the big island with the ship. Okay, nice, there is a path. The ice. Sliding in. We go, and we are in open water. I thought it was a heli crash. That's like a mountain. Oops, I was drinking. Don't drink and sail, but yeah. So would it still be called sailing if we don't use any sails here? What would it be then? Motoring? Engineering? Engineering? Yeah, I'm not afraid to get stuck in between islands. Now I know that one bottle of gasoline can get you actually very far away. And I have 3. I don't even know exactly how far one bottle of gasoline can get you. Pretty far. That's a container. That's a container, all right. Right away. There's not going to be more than one on this island, so if it's not a yellow one, then we go somewhere else. Oh, we go to that island. Good that we actually can see. Looks like a blue one to me. Let's take a look through the gun scope. Blue one, yeah. Oh, that's a wrong seed. Get in next to the engine. We'll have to start the fire, but it's going to be the next island. I think our plus is going to hold. I found the boat way faster than I expected, like immediately. So as I said, on one side, because of the system, you cannot own boats. They would despawn. On the other side, you don't need to own them, you can find them everywhere. Which kinda maybe even can be sorta realistic. for a place like this, where everybody and their dog would have a boat. Inagechi, good evening, welcome. I don't know, man. I don't want to set the world on fire. Welcome, welcome. So I kinda planned to do a little bit of container hunting tonight because I don't have lots of time. I'm kinda not late, but time constrained tonight. So then I realized that actually for container hunting we would need a boat, and I found the boat like immediately, and I found somebody's stash, a really small one. I only took some chelating tabs from there just to kinda made my presence known to them. Stashes are good. Yeah, it was kind of a smart one, but it wasn't smart in terms of where it was. So it was between the rocks on the coast. Use them a lot in Rust. Yeah. So there is a place here, if I remember it right, with a fire barrel. Hidden in the stashes. Well, you can hide them well in Rust, I guess. And DayZ, you cannot really hide them well. Okay, this place, or maybe this one doesn't have it, like a building in here. Okay, there's no building here. It's a different island then. There is another building though that I don't remember. Where are we? This I don't remember. Ah, this is the double island. I finally found the Makarov. No. I finally found the Makarov, man. Finally. So can we make it work? It's damaged, okay. Now I need a suppressor. So I'm a little bit worried about having a grenade launcher on my hotbar, because in DayZ these grenade launchers are absolutely lethal, not used properly. Okay, we actually can start a fire inside this one. It's not a fire barrel building, it's on that island somewhere. And we have, okay, a bark, okay. A little bit of bark, I guess, not going to hurt. And a little bit of sticks. Hey, I don't have a knife in my hands. Okay. Doing it all by hands. I don't believe somebody comes and snatches my boat. But if that happens, well, this character would be like stranded here because there's no swimming anywhere from here. I think. Okay, before the weather got really bad, let's start a good fire. I'll fix gamma in a second. I can see everything without gamma. Of course not the people who are watching like on the phone, especially if it's daytime for them. Just in time. Hey, 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 hey. My boots are already damaged. Okay, I probably got to keep them sorta in permanently damaged state, but not badly damaged. Okay, that'll do. Let's bring more sticks. Oh yeah, kinda renders the light right here, the source of light, but it totally just would bleed through. Actually, let's see how it would just bleed through. Okay, not bleeding through, not bleeding out from here. Something's like going on there, definitely. But hard to tell if it's... Well, I mean, it's definitely visible. It's not like a fire itself is visible, or a big bright spot. Yeah. It's somehow lighting up the surrounding trees. So it's kinda dark-ish in its appearance. That's not something super bright, but it's very visible, I suppose. No, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'll be back. I'm just checking it using the opportunity. So no, it's visible from pretty serious distance. Okay, not from here because we are behind the turn. And you zoom in. Oh. So you can see it like that. Look, it's bleeding through. And like that, it does not. That's interesting. Yeah. That's like... What's the right word for it? Is... Incoherent? No, is that the right word? So it's not the same for all the possible ways of looking at the place, at the fire. And now it's not bleeding through. Yeah, different levels, different distances produce different light effects. It's inconsistent. Yeah, finally I remembered the word. It's very inconsistent. Okay, so do we need to do something in our inventory? The backpack's damaged. That's not right. The glasses are damaged. Okay, I guess. You have... oh, this is ruined. We don't need this. I'm looking for some room. Let's fix this. Just to make a little bit more room in our inventory. Oh. Okay. I thought it would be gone. And it's not. So this we can fix it. We have cleaning kits, more than one. So we need a suppressor for this pistol. So I kind of want to have something anti-zombie that's small. So, and if we switch to a pistol, then actually using belt with all the attachments, in case of this pistol, would be one additional cell beneficial. So it would give us like one additional empty cell in our inventory, because it would take the canteen 4 cells, it would take the pistol 4 cells, and it would take one of the knives 3 cells. Compared to, so 4, 4, 8 plus 3, 11. And currently it gives us 4 cells and 6 cells, 8 cells. Oh no, I didn't count it right. 4 and 6, that's 10. One cell of benefit it would be. Like I'm going to need a little bit more fuel. Yeah, it processes the light source right. DayZ kinda has a problem with light because, for example, DayZ doesn't have like light sources in terms of day and night. The sun is not a light source. DayZ has global light. That's why it's always bright inside buildings, even if they don't have any windows. And it used to be the same for the bunkers. The first one underground, same in TC. So it was never dark. And they added darkness only way later. And it's like a workaround. It's a state that happens when you just go inside. So that's our gasoline. I think one bottle is kinda enough to, well, let's see. So I do remember the last time I used gasoline. Yeah, I was able to make it from here to like here. And then I think I left my boat somewhere over there. So it's definitely enough. We are on this island called Mrak, pretty much darkness. So this one's called Ketoy. Strange name, not Russian toponym. Saliska is not a Russian toponym as well, I think. Saliska sounds more like something Czech or Polish. So Saliska is the big one with all the containers. Here we didn't see any containers whatsoever. Haven't seen yet. Okay, getting the second class. Good. I thought I was kinda out of it. And are you trying to tell me that I'll have to cook? That I'll have to do hunting and cooking and fishing and whatnot? I guess, yeah, that's what it's going to be. Third plus, third bonus, and it usually appears pretty fast, fixes itself here. Almost there, I think. Here we go. So now it's time to add some gamma, because we are looking for the containers. We got to be able to see them. Oh, come on. Come on, move. Yeah. So any containers over there? That's not a container. That's another bunker. Okay. Something over there. Is it just another bunker? Cannot really see that well. Another bunker. Okay, no containers here. Sorta kinda disappointing. If we are lucky, we might be able to find two on that island, but only if we are really, really lucky. The bunkers, the small ones, are not interesting. One item of military loot, and it's like tier 3, I think. So that's where I got stuck the last time, between these two islands, and I almost made it to the ice sheets here. Well, the last time, not the last time, some time ago. Almost made it to the ice sheets swimming, but yeah, was already almost that when I got there. Okay. Almost at Salisco. Let's choose to leave. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to keep living. In this case, because I have not one, not two, but 3 bottles of gasoline on me. 3. And this is a fresh boat, no engine problems. Only almost empty fuel tank. Okay, let's see if I'm lucky and find the yellow container. I need them mostly because I'd love to find a little bit more rounds for my primary, but even that's not really a reason. I just want to kind of figure out what they spawn, how lucky or unlucky you can be with them. So kind of learn the ways of the loot, the containers. Of Mad Max Gasoline, that I don't remember. I kind of remember the whole idea, but the names not really. The pronunciation of gasoline. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen the second. I think the second one was about gasoline, right? I think I've never seen it in English. You spelled it on like French or Italian manner. Gasoline. Gasoline. Very posh way. Please, I would like to buy some gasoline, if you don't mind. Oops, 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 okay. That was a little bit of land surfing here. Right, a lot with the... yeah, I'm gonna get you. So I myself ended up actually going to bed yesterday. Well, going to bed yesterday, yeah. It wasn't yesterday really, it was 11:30 a.m. So this day kinda been sorta a little bit ruined by that. Oh, that's a yellow one. Hello there. Okay. 12 plus hours. Well, I mean, it happens to me like in periods too. Yeah. But I wish I could, but I couldn't because, well, you go to bed at 11:30, you gotta wake up one way or another before the next night happens, before the darkness falls. Oh, amazing. Okay, no, there is tracers. Crap. Okay, that's like we don't really have any choice. There is some rounds in this one. This is a very crappy container, I would say. Like, very crappy. Okay. a box of rounds and some assorted ones. Oh, come on, the engine is in the water. Landsliding again? Sliding on the land. Gonna get ya. Yeah. So, I myself right now currently in that period where I wake up after 6 hours of sleep, but I didn't even have that today, so. But then again, I think it's maybe like obsessive compulsive disorder or something in a very light way, or something like that. Or what? No, not obsessive compulsive. That's not the right one. Crap, I forgot its name in English. So. Oh, another yellow one. Aren't you lucky tonight? And tomorrow is going to be kinda a long day. I got to go and visit some places, get a new jerry can of hydrogen peroxide down to 1 mil a day. Well, yeah. Oh, I thought it was open already. Bison even without a silencer. You got to be kidding me. Even without a silencer. Marksman scope. I think we have one this. We have one there. Okay, normal rounds. Okay, at least we got some rounds for my primary. They're hard to come by. Okay. I didn't forget anything, right? Let me check. He should be here, but that's not really necessary. Come on. Come on. I'm not completely out of the water. Yeah. So I'm not staying on this. Oops. I think I just lost my head there. I'm staying on this island because it doesn't spawn bots. So you can get stranded here. And it's without like being really prepared, it's impossible to leave this island. Oops. Okay, that's good. Choosing not to leave. Yeah. I tried to get away, but that boat barn or whatever was way too big, especially with its like gates open. I got away from the barn, boat garage, but gates, yeah. I mean, can you even crash on a boat like with a lethal result. Is it even possible? With a lethal outcome. Is that a real island or a drone one? I think it's a drone one. A real, yes, in game. I mean in game. A real, of course. But did they add it to the game? That's the question. That's like maybe even not. I don't even know the speed, though it's not low. It's not like 40 kilometers per hour or something. It's, I think, closer to 60, 80. Like the max speed of the bots, so... So we have a chance to catch a container somewhere here. This is the last island before the main one. I see a container. Is it a container? Okay, so I found two very crappy containers, but for me they were kinda a little bit useful because I was mostly looking for rounds. The rest was just educational purposes, let's put it that way. That's a lighthouse. I thought something was moving in the trees. Oh, it's the lighthouse in the foreground. So this one's probably blue. No, it's not blue. We got lucky again. But if they're all like empty, then yeah. Yeah, alcohol. Yeah. You don't go to anywhere near the water if you've had alcohol. Yeah, that's kind of like a very easy way to die, even without any bots. So people do it. I've never done it. I like stay miles away from water usually when I drink. So yeah, 100%. Oh, it's still badly damaged. So one more use. We don't need this suppressor. These rounds though. Them. Well, oh. Okay. We can have some Bison rounds. Zone with a scope. What a joke. Okay. Ah, I have 2 full stacks, so yeah. The Bison stays 2. No, gonna get you. I've never heard this one. So yeah, people here, they don't really have, well, even though there is a river here and of course some lakes and whatnot, but here where I live, and it's not freezing temperatures like, well, I mean, half of the year, a little bit less. People here don't really have lots of boats. Some do, of course, but those are usually a little bit more advanced people. And I think in this case they would be like more like fishing related, professionally related, than just for recreational purposes. So recreational, there's not a lot of this stuff here. So people die here just from drowning, being drunk in the water, collapsing because of slightly lower temps, and drowning. Well, slightly lower, not like low. Okay, so we actually got to go back to our town, where I think I might still have a base to raid. So, but I haven't seen that base in 3, 4, 5 a week days. So maybe it's not here. But that's why I'm bringing back a grenade launcher. I wanted to bring back a Saiga, and the last second I realized that a grenade launcher with all the stashed away grenades, if they're still there, it's going to be way more useful. Even though, yeah. I'm a little bit afraid of grenades and grenade launchers, both IRL and in-game. So guns I'm absolutely cool with, but grenades and grenade launchers, yeah. This character been around for a while. Survived a lot of trips to the military peninsula and back. That's the domed antenna, but kinda looks flat. The dome looks flat in the slide. Still get the keys on the ship? Yeah, the keys are on the ship, but I think if you're very lucky, you might find the key at one of the military spawn boards, military dynamic boards. Because I was kinda testing thing on one server with increased loot, and I found the key on one of the military boards there. Well, testing things, just kinda figuring out what the loot plus or increased loot meant in their name. So I guess on the server where the loot quantity is increased, you don't have to be that lucky, but well, I mean, but on a normal server, yeah. This place I know, one of my first spawns here in Sakhal. So I opened 3 containers tonight and they all were kinda, not kinda, straight up disappointing. But I at least found some rounds that I was looking for. Interesting. I don't think like the server pop or the amount of base on stashes play any role in this loot spawnage, especially when it comes to the container stuff. It's a dynamic event. Yeah, I missed that one. That one I missed, sorry. Yeah, well, actually moving pretty fast, so that's why I based my speed calculations on here. It's like around 70-80 kilometers per hour, I think. So there is one more island nearby that spawns a lot of containers. And we have time to, and we have gasoline actually to visit it too. So if you are lucky, you might be able to find one more container there. So yeah, this is really like fast travel. I kinda initially felt that the bots were sort of slower than cars, but when you drive a car, even though you can go pretty fast, you have to slow down, you have to get around things, you have to follow the roads. The bot goes just pretty much almost straight to another place from point A to point B, unless you end up in a ice field. It's the city, and is that the island? Wait, do I have room in my inventory to operate within the inventory? Okay, if I don't have room in my inventory to like move things around, be able to unpack or gasoline bottles, then I would just try to leave something on the ground, in this case on the floor of the boat. And if it disappears, then so be it, but that would be something like a used weapon cleaning kit, though they are actually really hard to come by around here. Place is quiet tonight. But again, I have a not geared character on one populated server and a geared character with a stash on a server that ended up being pretty empty. So that's the choice I have. Or starting a fresh, completely fresh character on some other server. So usually I would have a ton of characters everywhere, but after this wipe, that's all I have. After the last wipe. So maybe a tad more somewhere where things didn't get wiped completely, but gotta check my records. That's the island. That's in the very north of the map. So technically next to a new spawn area. But the island spawns containers. And has a lot of possible spawn points for them. It's a pretty big one. I think all the larger islands should have like villages and something going on there. Just to incentivize people to go there. Like, I don't know, maybe some sort of military / scientific observational facilities, radio towers and whatnot, radar systems, something like that. They should have. The small ones should have like more those shacks with random fishing related stuff. Because currently there's absolutely zero need to visit this place unless you're looking for some containers. Gonna get you, yeah man, of course, 100%. Thanks for jumping in anyway. For 10 minutes, for an hour, doesn't matter, thank you. And yeah, get some rest. I'll try to go to bed earlier today too, not at like 11:30 a.m. Currently it's 5:35 a.m. It's bright outside. Kinda wanted to do a little bit of spray painting of a computer case outside, but I didn't prepare the surface, so cannot really spray paint it, so got to prepare it first. That's another island over there. Well, let's go there, let's visit them both. Not a single container on this one. Sorta strange. Yeah. Wait. Is that a container? Or a boat? It's a container, but it's a blue one. He didn't know it would spawn there. like ice around this one. So the idea is that the lore, I think the logical explanation within the lore would be that these are containers from the wrecked ship that's wrecked and stuck between the Shantar Island. So, and some of them stayed there, and some of them kinda sort of floated away. Okay, even if they can float, so be it, but how would they float through the ice? Okay, so that one, for example. Blue one. Unlucky. Seed. Okay, that was a blue one. Can we please have another one? A yellow one? Just sort of kind of like a consolation prize, I don't know. Because we've opened like 3 and they all were seriously underwhelming. It's getting foggy. That I don't like. First of all, hard to see the containers. Second, we got to get back to the mainland. Okay. Careful here. So these 2 islands in the north of the map, next to new spawn areas, but well, not on the mainland, just next to them. They are actually, I keep kinda saying it over and over, they actually are pretty big. It was something small, yeah, but they're so big. I'd really love for them to have a little bit more than lighthouse and ruined house on one and nothing, I think, on another. So now we gotta navigate through the ice field somehow to the mainland. So interesting enough that, see that island over there behind the ship and this, there's like a pass between them. You can 100% cross this on foot with a little bit of swimming, and you even have a couple of rocky islands there. Like, it's not rocky islands, just rocks sticking out of the water in several places where you could have where you can have a fire. So it's traversable, though, even though it looks like it's very far away. But when it comes to Saliska, there's nothing like that around Saliska Island. You try to go to the mainland there, you are dead. Unless you have a ton of heat packs and the best clothes in the game that don't get wet. Okay, we are going to the mainland. Back to the mainland. Not even seeing any ships spawned. That's the city, one of the ports of the city, I think. Keep forgetting it. No, Rudnogorsk is that one. This one, I keep calling it Elektrozavodsk, but it's not. Oh yeah, that's the place where they have a base. Crap. And I'm just going there. That's where I got killed. Okay, get out. Since we're here, just go for it. Hey, get out. Need audio. These guys tend to stay here no matter what. Nothing here. Let's take a look. Okay. Oops, wrong gun. This base is still here, so it's like super well protected. But I think it's possible. Of course it's possible with enough explosives. There's like 2 gates here. Maybe 3. Okay. So the guys of this base killed me once. While I was running uphill here, and it happened completely because they were lucky and I wasn't. So they're obviously not around right now. We made some noise. Let's leave the area. Need to figure our stash situation first, and then well, start raiding, I suppose. But in case of that base, I would really like to actually make my own entrance to it. So raid it and then rebuild everything destroyed and put on my own locks there. This one's in the water. Nice. Okay, here's a lock, but I don't have any room for it. First we got to figure out my loot situation. Wait, what? Ah, that's music. I don't listen to music in game or outside of the game when playing DayZ. I rely on my ability to hear things in DayZ like a lot. I'm not that good of a spotter. Do not spot things that easily. Sometimes I run into things simply. For example, not seeing zombies and whatnot. But I hear things. I like really can hear them. Here we go, that's what I wanted. Dominicovo. Well, not that I need specifically a source of clean water. I have chelating tablets. And then we got to have a fire somewhere away. Proper rehydration. Cannot have that fire outside because it's gonna be the weather's getting bad. Let's see. I have like something in the outskirts. This is not the outskirts. This is all very, very inskirts. Need some vitamins. Getting cold. I don't want to catch something. I have never had pneumonia in this game, and I'm not going to. You can see some fences, and there is a house. Open, but it will 100% do. Okay, fireplace, and this one's empty. The last one around here, I didn't realize when I went in that the fireplace already was used by somebody, and they left a couple sticks in there before it all gets wet. Ozion, good evening, welcome to YouTube chat. Then we are going to need this here. This one's still good for one use. The key, I think. Start the fire. And we think of everything else later. Hey, where do you wait? Blah, blah, blah. Keep kind of forgetting where you'd need to put it. turn gamma off. Getting some temperature. Then it'll bring more more fuel right now. Right now we don't need it. Right now we need it, yeah, but can wait. Let's get a little bit warmer first. Reload the gun. You go on the ground, please. Would you go on the ground? Yeah, okay. Now, please swap. Not enough room in my inventory to do these manipulations in there. So anything needs fixing. The magazine's good here. I wanted to have an Makarov pistol because it's small, but I just for killing zombies silently, but I couldn't find a silencer. Imar accidentally used it to kill a zombie. Scopes, yeah, the scope for some reason kind of for me looks like it's damaged, the texture. And now it's time to get some fuel. Is this... No, it's not wet. It's... If only I could pick it up. The things don't get wet when they are on the ground, I think. Okay. That one. It's not wet too. Yeah, the next thing is going to be we're gonna need food. Quite some food. Either we got to do some fishing or some looting. The problem is that I got to get rid of this. I got to stash it away. I got to stash away this. The rest I can just leave somewhere. And then the explosives too, so there's a lot actually to stash away. Or instead of stashing it away, maybe using it right away to destroy some bases in the area. Well, destroy, get in. I do not destroy. I just get in and take things. Okay, now we wait. I'm still getting only 1 plus. Okay, my bad. I thought I'm getting the first plus. I thought I was going to get only 1 plus all of a sudden. Okay. Well, I have a nice fresh shovel. This time it was surprisingly easy to find. I do remember I once spent like 2 hours in the military zone looking for a shovel. Oh, the second plus already. Nice. But there's a village down there, so maybe let's loot it. Maybe we find some food there if we are lucky. Or if we are really lucky, a police car that can spawn silencers for us. And if we are unlucky, then it would be just people. Okay, excuse me for a second. Okay, the third plus is almost here. Here we go. Two canteens of water and we are not properly hydrated. Okay then. The weather is amazing. I'm going to get pretty wet here. Something down there. Yeah, the village. Let's do a tad of looting. Maybe get a couple zombies killed. Maybe we can get killed ourselves. Yeah, when you're looking for food, you're not going to find any food. That's the way it works in DayZ. That was actually a silenced pistol, but I'm set. On getting my Makarov silent. Yeah, okay. These guys actually might have food. We got to be killing them. Never checked, by the way, if the place had any smoke coming out of its chimneys. Just going through. Right. Yeah, looking for food, you're not going to find any, so... But fishing I cannot do. I'd have to cook them right away, and the weather's not going to allow it. And I cannot keep them in my inventory because, yeah, my inventory is just full. Okay, that's not food. That's like water with calories. Do I have balaclava? Yeah, I have a ski mask. Okay. Is that I have. Okay, I have a feeling that I'm properly wasting my energy here. And that I'm not going to get any result. Not a lot of zombies around here. Couple more houses. I don't even know what's the name of the place. Go to the coast, to the shoreline, and look for some of those Arctic mushrooms. This place was Podgorna. Yeah, don't remember this one at all. Yeah, that's food, but not the one I would want to eat. Okay, that's food. Gotta find a way to keep it. But we have to ditch something. For example, this almost used up a roll of bandages. No, benches, okay. Zombie loot is still something you can rely on. Well, I mean, for a hardcore server, hardcore survival, yeah, zombie loot shouldn't be a thing. But here, you can survive on like zombie loot. Oh, a police car. Oh, nice, nice, nice. These guys, they don't have food, but... Rack magazine. I haven't used the rack yet. Rack magazine. Nothing, unfortunately. with a silencer. Okay. What's that? That one guy over there. Okay, at least using this gun to shoot a little bit of zombies. Zero visibility. Zero viewing distance. But we are on the coast, on the main highway, goes from one road, from one settlement to another. Every 500 meters there's a village. Something like this. Around here, any food in the diner? That would be probably too much to expect, right? And the weather's good again, all of a sudden. Even no food in the diner, but definitely cars. Cars got to be checked. Ooh, a hammer. Not a cola. I think the settlement is like uphill here. This is only sort of kind of its outpost in form of this diner. Is it ruined? Yeah, okay, it is ruined. Didn't read the map right, I guess. Take a look. So we just passed Podgornaya. That would be this one. And this is the diner. Ah, no, that's where a couple houses are. There's another well. Okay, so we follow the road. The road goes over there. So first let's drink again. Water source should be somewhere in here. Uphill behind those houses, but I cannot see. Aha, here. This one is called Janusz. I think it's Janusz. Rehydrate. Then we'll have to start another fire to unfreeze the food. I didn't realize that I would need actually a lot of inventory room to just move all the grenades that I have to the location of the base. Okay. Good that you're here. And good that you are hitting me back. Oh. Good that I can eat right away, but I cannot right now because my stomach is very full. But it's not frozen. I don't have room for it. Let's leave it in the house for now. Keeping your matches straight on the stove probably is not a good idea if you need your matches. But people of Sakhal, Livonia and Chernarus do that, trail shoes. Kinda like it. They are badly damaged. Okay. If they were just damaged, that one got aggroed but didn't see me. Only two houses here, but they are surrounded by secondary buildings and whatnot, so quite some things to check. Oh, that's food. Frozen too. Temperature now? Not sure. 0? +1? What the hell? -4. That's not really that low. It's actually very warm. So this map is not the coldest one out there. The Malsk is colder. Malsk is way colder than this. Here. It's in here. Okay. Pepper. Only 2 zombies around. Ah, no. Okay. You can't take my pepper. We need some fuel again for another fire. So this place is sort of kind of hidden a little bit on the woods. Well, on the hills. Close to the highway and at the same time not really that close. Don't want to unpack anything. Get some bark. Fire these matches. Don't eat with food. Leave this one nearby too. Sticks. Okay, and maybe let's get a little bit more sticks. Now we wait again. There's a lot of waiting on Sakhal, unfortunately. We can eat right away. So we found some food, but that's not a lot. We will end up needing to do some fishing, but that's gonna happen later. This is just delaying the need for that. this. Go into the fire. Oh, my spark plug. Well, it's not where it's supposed to be. Here. Lighter's supposed to be here. Have room for everything. Is ready. The pepper has to thaw out and freeze next to the fireplace. If I put it in the fireplace, it's going to get burned because dried is already considered like cooked, and it's done. Oh. Some food, had some water. Oh, there's a zombie. Seem to be unable to kill him. No items in his pocket, her pockets. So, is that another house or a rock? A rock. The weather bad again, became bad again, kinda cleared up for a second, then started snowstorming again. Okay, I actually don't know how far I am from the coast. This I think I know. Oh yeah. That's the house I stayed at for quite some time. That's the house where I found 2 sticks in the fireplace waiting for me. Not bad. So, first of all, the magazine damaged. This. The gun itself is okay. The magazine needs to be reloaded. But first, the suppressor. There's a lot. Stop, what am I even doing? There's always a rabbit nearby. What am I doing? A rabbit whistling nearby, almost always. Why is it so hard? It's so hard because my inventory is 100% full. Well, not 100, but almost full. So we delayed starvation, but what I have to do now is I have to go to the stash and figure out things there. What's possible and what's not. Here because I don't really need it. right now. Oh, the pistol could go there. I don't know. Something. Okay, but that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, people. So I gotta go. Cannot really stay up. It's 6:30, almost 6:30 here, and 6:30 in the morning. I cannot stay up like yesterday till 11:30 in the morning. So should really go. Still gotta do a couple things before bed, but in general, or not just in general, the idea is that I'm going to bed earlier. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't leave the channel yet. Please do not leave the channel yet. A couple of words we got to say, a thing we got to do. So thank you very much, YouTube people, for watching me on YouTube. Please leave a like. Doesn't matter if it's a recorded video or a stream for you. Please leave a like if you like this chill stream. Not a lot of signs of people even tonight, but we found first of all a random stash near Kekra at the military peninsula, and we found at the base in Rudnogorsk, I think. No, not Rudnogorsk, that other place is still going strong, extremely strong. So we have more than one target now. Speaking of raiding, we have more than one target. So YouTube people, subscribe for more. We play DZ, we play GeoGuessr, rarely anything else. I do I stream every day, but I do short streams, so don't forget to activate those notifications because I don't have any set starting times. I stream when it's nighttime in Europe usually, but that's pretty wide time slot, and that's why notifications are going to be really helpful if you want to catch me live. And sometimes I would be streaming outside of this event time window. Twitch people, thank you for watching me on Twitch. Lurking in the stream, I could see quite some lurkers. Not calling them out, just saying thank you for lurking. And gonna get you, thank you for chatting, but he's, I hope, asleep already, for being asleep for quite some time. So let's go and find somebody to raid. Give me please a short second, I have a candidate. Okay, it doesn't look like I've raided this person in a while, though I know them. I'm following them on Twitch, so let's see if they're still going. They're playing some modded DZ. Is it DZ at all? Oh no, it's not DZ. Not playing DZ anymore. This is not DZ. This is something like PUBG. Yeah, fool. I was looking at it and I was thinking like the scam looks pretty strange these days. The game's scam. This guy raided yesterday. Okay, we got to look for somebody to raid in the DZ category of Twitch, and this is not the category, this is just people. Okay, this is the category. There's a person exploring Sakhal. They have a little bit more viewers than I have, but that's okay. That's still gonna be well, significant for them, the raid. Let's see if we can raid them. Yes, we can. They seem to be an experienced streamer, so let's go and say hi to Meso. Mason, not Meso, Mason. And the link is in Twitch chat. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. See you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Goodbye and good night.